It altered her perception?
That's the effect of the Mirror of Truth program. He says it takes incoming information and distorts it. Flight set up a psychological backdoor at some point in the elite education process.
So what, he hacked the princess? And now she's been set to full rampage mode? There's no way we could have prepared for that. Hold on a second. You said he says, but who is he?
She was referring to me, Quenther Barbatage. You were so good to me back in Amazon City.
You're kidding. Is that Slatter Honeysuckle? What are you doing with him, Charlotte? He can't be trusted.
That's classified.
Crap burgers!
What the hell is going on? Is the legitimate kingdom run by a bunch of damn lunatics?
Do you think they're trying to start an all-out war?
Who knows? Of course, the one time we get assigned a simple mission, it devolves into this mess.
There's some kind of debris up ahead. Is that...
It's the Master! Someone! Call a medic! Hurry!
Need 4 additional units of O-negative. Preparing to intubate.
Heart rate is growing erratic.
Blood pressure's dropping.
EKG shows arrhythmia.
BP plummeting!
He's in VFib!
Prep the electric countershock.
Charging.
10 seconds without a pulse now.
Charge complete.
Clear.
Still no pulse.
Charge to 300 joules.
Charging. Hey, what happened to my partner? He was in the crash. Where'd you take him?
He's in surgery. His condition was listed as critical due to shock, but I'm told things are looking better.
Looks like our good luck hasn't run out just yet. Damn it. You better not break our lucky streak now. You hear me?
Up and at 'em, sleepyhead.
Oh ho ho. Man, what a drag. I forgot the boobzookas were an illusion.
What are you doing here? Is the battle still...
Just as reckless as ever, I see. They say that your heart stopped at one point. Slow down.
But if you're here, then does that mean... Did I miss the battle?
No. The unit keeping your object busy is an unmanned AI-controlled model. The AI the Indigo Plasma used to manage its dummies was primitive. Especially when compared to the intricately woven tapestry of code we've created in this latest version. That's how we can control it remotely.
Remotely? That's why you're here?
Look, I don't want you getting the wrong idea. I can't very well have you dying before I ever paid you for Alaska. I just came down here to see how you were doing.
And Havia, what about him?
He's fine. His injuries were minor and have already been treated.
And you are?
Lindy Farlito. I'm in charge of operations for the object your people call the Rush.
There were people stuck in the middle. My battalion commander and the guru hostage we were there to trade. Any word?
They're alive. For now. Melinda, disengage! You have to back off, do you hear?
Don't worry, Ferlacia.
It'll be okay. I'm here to rescue you. You're the only one who wants to fight! Stop shooting! We're all right!
You're under duress.
I know the enemy is just forcing you to lie to me. I've come to save you. Unfortunately, I've been told they're both injured and completely pinned down.
So mount a rescue. If one of the objects accidentally ran over them, it would be a disaster.
Both the Capital Enterprise and the Faith Organization have objects observing from the sidelines. If the Guru is killed, then we're looking at a long, ugly war. I don't want that. But you're suggesting we put ourselves between two battling objects. It just isn't realistic.
What if you withdrew the rush?
Then there would be nothing left standing between your confused friend and this base. I'm afraid we simply can't allow that.
Now that you've been brought up to speed, maybe I can ask you a couple questions. First, what the hell is going on out there? Because it seems like the Baby Magnum's elite is trying to start a major world war.
You're wrong! The princess isn't like that. She's just fighting for all she's worth like she always has. Doing whatever it might take to protect everyone. She's not really the same princess right now. Her perception's been distorted. She can't control her actions.
That doesn't sound good.
Distorted how exactly?
It's hard to say.
Hey, Professor Shades, why don't you just let me in already? I'm his freaking partner! Damn!
The Mirror of Truth. You're certain that's what it's called? I'll say this, you've definitely piqued my interest. But I want to hear it from this source of yours.
Then you'll need to give me back my radio.
Hello, Charlotte? Quenther here.
It's good to hear from you. When your comm cut out abruptly earlier, I feared the worst.
I've managed to stay alive so far. Now please, let me talk to him. I want to pick his brain.
Slatter, Honeysuckle, and I need to chat.
Slatter? It can't be.
Was there something you wanted to ask me, Quenther, or was this just a social call?
What's this Mirror of Truth program?
I told you, didn't I? It's a perceptual interference program developed specifically for elites. It's quite clever. The groundwork theory was pieced together using AI research from the Intelligence Union.
So how can it be stopped?
Well, let's see. Best bet is to defend against or flee from the distortion vector. I'm sure it would cease its assault if you could give it a stop command. But as things stand, it's locked into attack mode, and the key to changing that was lost with Flide. If you hope to stop the fighting, you have no choice but to destroy her. Fortunately, destroying the Baby Magnum shouldn't prove too difficult. Though I'm sure you're aware of that as well. First, there's its suspension. It's equipped with an electrostatic propulsion system that's prone to water damage. It doesn't even have to be a flood or anything extreme. If there's a relatively shallow pool of water, you can bring the whole thing to a standstill. You do that, she's a sitting duck. Another option would be to simply attack the cannon support joint on the unit's back. It's the Achilles heel of the main guns in one convenient location. Hitting it there should cause a massive explosion. After that, there's the revolving gun magazines. If you're able to plant charges on the exposed part, they feed into the guns automatically when loading the next round. Then the bomb is inside the barrel of the object's gun. The explosive would then detonate on firing, taking the unit with it. There are a few other ways if you're interested.
These aren't the answers I was looking for.
But you want to stop it, don't you? With an object infected by the Mirror of Truth. The only choice is to destroy it. I believe the Intelligence Union might have a better grasp on this, if you want to ask them.
The truth is, we've actually been aware of this program for some time now. Somehow our research was leaked illegally. It operates with an interference feedback loop delivered by a subroutine installed in the object's mainframe. It was intended for where an elite might refuse a mission, or if the elite were in a standalone environment due to communications jamming. It offered a way for us to control the elite. It was developed for experimental purposes.
Damn it!
Lindy, we ran perfect browsing based on the variables provided. But the solution Romeo deems viable is the Baby Magnum's neutralization. There were no other options. That was all.
In order to resolve our current situation, we have no other choice but to destroy the baby Magnum. I'm sorry. It's the only logical step.
What are you going to do? Fighting and destroying objects is your specialty, isn't it, Quenther the Giant Slayer?
Shut up! Another peep out of you, and I'll blow up the prison you're being held in.
Oh, how scary. Well, I look forward to hearing about which choice you make. You do your best out there, hero.
Don't be goaded into acting without authorization. The Legitimate Kingdom Council is in session.
They're forming an official position, saying that the Baby Magnum's elite has gone rogue. They're planning to ask the other 3 powers to take the Baby Magnum out of action. And a first-gen object
can't stand against that kind of barrage. The directive from up top is to do nothing until then. If you disobey, all insubordinate parties will be court-martialed. Understood? Don't do anything
We can only count on ourselves this time. You said there's continual interference coming from the object, right? Then, if we can drag her out of the object, would that undo the perceptual interference?
Yes, in theory. But you're not...
Hang on! You're going? But you can barely even walk! You want to inflict enough damage to make the object eject the pilot, but not enough to actually kill the elite? And to do it all on purpose? That's almost impossible, even for me!
Have you already thought up a plan?
Nothing yet. But I have faith. Anything that was made by man's hands can also be taken apart by a man's hands. I'd be dead now if you hadn't treated my wounds. You have my gratitude.
You don't really think we're going to let you leave so easily? Or did somebody forget that he's a prisoner of war?
Well then, tell them I escaped after knocking you out from behind.
I have a proposal for you. You're aspiring to be a licensed object designer, isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so why not defect to the Intelligence Union? If you work as my maintenance engineer, with the on-the-job experience and my glowing recommendation, you'll be a designer in no time. Then you can personally design my next object.
Wow, that's a very enticing offer.
Awesome!
But I can't.
You'd give up everything for that girl? You must really care a lot about her.
Objects have become the representatives of modern war, and the elites show how twisted it truly is. They're the ones burdened with the outcome of wars, all alone, building walls between themselves and everyone else, as thick as the outer shell of an object. The princess has always been isolated. Even now, she's there all by herself, surrounded by those thick walls. Despite that, she continues to fight to protect everyone. No way in hell I'm letting her die alone. A mirror! Listen, I'm begging you! You've gotta help me!
What?
I'm going to save the princess. But if I'm going to do that, I need the absolute cooperation of an object. You told me I owed you for what happened in Alaska, right? Once we've settled this mess, you can do whatever you want with me. I need your help.
So you're willing to put your life on the line here?
I am.
Get on your knees and promise.
I swear, by the rapier of sanguine victory that hangs over the heads of the kingdom's soldiers.
You really make manipulating you far too easy. You're just trying to do what's right, but a real man should never bend his knee so willingly to an enemy.
I've already established contact with our base zone, and Ohoho's agreed to work with us too. That just leaves. You're late, Prince Charming. I've been brought up to speed on the details. It's time to roll out. There's a princess that needs saving.
You understand what'll happen if you go with me, right? You'll get court-martialed, and then you can kiss the future you've been working for goodbye.
He says fully intent on going himself.
Yeah.
Then I don't have a choice. We've come way too far just to give up like that. Right, partner? Let's do this.
The Legitimate Kingdom Council has come to the decision to abandon the Baby Magnum. Now the Capital Enterprise and the Faith Organization are preparing to mobilize. They should be approximately 15 minutes out.
Is that enough time?
If I know Granny, she'll find a way to make it work.
We could funnel all the base's power into this sucker and the output wouldn't even hit 10%. This modification is the toughest job you'll ever do. I'm only asking you guys to do it perfectly in record time, and if anyone can get it done, it's my crew!
We're only going to get one chance. Rolacia, I'd like to thank you for authorizing this mission. It means a lot.
We should have ignored that idiotic decision the Council made and shot that traitor Flight in the head when we had the chance. But why don't we get down to business while the Guru and I are still alive? After all, the men and women of the 37th Mechanized Maintenance Battalion have to stick together to the bitter end.
Right.
I'll wait for her to move into the designated location. And then you want me to start blasting her with my guns, right?
Yes, please.
Then I'm on my way!
Princess, come in. It's me.
Quenther!
You've done great. Are you alright?
Yes. It's dragged on longer than I'd like, but I'm just fine. I can still keep fighting.
Do a score a direct hit, this would be simple, but to be told not to. I have my work cut out for me. This might actually be fun.
Don't you worry, Quenther. I'm heading in to rescue Rolacia and the Guru. Just watch, I'll protect everyone.
No good. And we were so close to drawing the baby Magnum into the target zone, we're gonna have to change things up. Punch it, Havia!
Are you freaking kidding?
There's no time to argue. We have to act as a decoy and guide the princess along.
The decoy? We're dead the second we go out there!
That new remote-controlled rush model is equipped with an advanced jamming system that throws off targeting data. And she'll be busy splitting her attention between the two different rushes, so we should be able to move in pretty close.
Move in, huh? Closer?
Stop whining and just do it!
Why'd I volunteer? I thought fields of flowers were something you're supposed to see after you kick the bucket!
Princess, do you see the car approaching you?
The jamming is pretty bad, but there it is!
Listen to me. Havia and I are in that car. Don't shoot, no matter what.
So you're saying you want me to fire all of my guns at once?
That's right. No matter what, Melinda, do not shoot. Listen up. Hard left on the count of 3. You got it?
Hey, Quenther. When this is all over, we should do something fun together.
I would love to. What do you say we get this pain-in-the-neck battle over with already, so we can do something less stressful for a change? Now!
You won't get away!
I love you, baby.
No dangerous substances detected.
You'll pay for what you did to my man! She's gonna shoot! Did the plan fail?
No, it didn't fail. Here comes the grand finale!
Now do it! You actually pulled it off, hero boy! And he...
But how?
We use a special vapor deposition process called CVD in our work. Object sensors don't view the gas as a dangerous substance, so everything functioned normally. After firing, the main guns vent to take in air and cool down between shots. So when they did, we made them suck in the CVD powder. With the energy generated by the next firing, the powder in the barrels underwent electrochemical vapor deposition, turning the interior of the barrels into mirrors. After that, the guns would no longer function normally. With factors like thermal reflection and turbulence, they couldn't handle another shot.
Yeah, I already knew all of that. But I was curious how you managed to survive that initial barrage.
Well, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe it was just pure chance that saved us. Whatever it was, we're alive. And so is the princess.
We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
You know, of course. I shall consider this a favor you owe, and next time I will make you surrender to my charms. I'll make you mine, just wait and see.
Why are you laughing?
The boy surprised me. I wouldn't have guessed he'd hit the jackpot so easily, considering I gave him a 1% chance of saving her. Battle's going to turn this boy into quite the monster. All those big shots whose names are on the list, they must be quaking in their boots right about now.
The duality of destroying the object and saving the elite. They can do it when they put their minds to it.
I don't know about you, but they had me sweating bullets.
This could be it. A sign. Those young folks are a sign of the changing times. Though whether those times are changing for the better or the worse, no one can say for certain.